Hello and welcome back to Man v Film. We are moving on with the radical Japan set with the third full-length feature film in this set, Diary of a Shinjuku Thief. Now, coming from The Catch, which I really liked, and Death by Hanging, which I thought was phenomenally good, I was really eager to move on with this set. Were they all going to be classics? Were we just going to hit a run of amazing films? And all of that came crashing down with Death of a Shinjuku Thief. This is one of those rare movies that I can see what the director is trying to do. It doesn't work, and I don't get a sense of his real voice throughout it. It's set in late 60s Tokyo as we follow a young man, Birdie, as he is obsessed with books and petty theft. And he kind of drifts through this Shinjuku world until he meets a young woman who he really kind of connects with.
社長は仲良く
したって始まらないわ。
帰るまで待ってるよここで。
Those two together join a kind of confrontational kabuki theatre. There's political provocation in it, and there's self-interrogation. It's a bit of a mess when I look at it. It's not one of those films that has a straightforward narrative. You're not there for the story. The story is non-existent here. It's about two characters, a period of time, and self-discovery of sorts. And I understand that, but I can clearly see the impact that new wave French cinema has had on this, particularly Godard, and you could see that in a lot of the filmmaking. And I understand how people can be influenced and energised by forms of new filmmaking is breaking out. For me, Ōshima is copying a trend rather than bringing his own voice into this, and because of that it feels like a photocopy of a photocopy. It doesn't feel natural, and it doesn't have the same complex storyline, the twisted emotions or the wonderful narratives that the previous two films have had, and it feels lesser because of that.
3回
何が
警察に行かずに済む限界。
We follow these characters. You have this overlapping dialogue. You have experimental sounds. You've got this handheld photography. You have sequences that are staged to be abstract in certain moments. It does things that I've seen done in other movies better and with a clearer purpose than what has here in, Diary of a Shinjuku Thief. It's a really disappointing film because I can see what he's trying to get to at it, the alienation and nihilism of youth who seem disconnected from society. There is a huge focus on sexual repression and violence within the film as well. Desire warped by control and shame, and this kind of overt sexual awakening where it's not just about the act, it's about pushing the boundaries in that. There's political disillusionment, there's performance and identity when we get to the whole theatre aspect. It has lots of thematics, but I don't feel it's got enough to really say about them, and they become muddled within the storyline. The performances are fine. The filmography is quite nice. I like to see Shinjuku. It's nice to be out in this world and see some of the sites that are going on. The performances are fine, like I said. It's the story. It just doesn't work for me. It's not a film that I can sit down and see that I got something out of it. It's something I've seen done before and seen done a lot better before. And it's really put me in the back foot in this set because, like I said, this is the third feature film. There was a short film, one of the discs, Young Bogey's Diary, which was excellent as well. And this is the first stumbling block, and it's almost gave me pause for thought. For a set I was really enjoying to a complete standstill of going, will the next film, Boy, go back to the Ōshima that I met at the start of this set? I really hope so. But let's dive into the disc and have a look at the extras. Here we are in the disc for Diary of a Shinjuku Thief. Let's go to the special features. First up, we have an audio commentary by Tony Raines. Next, we have Tadanori Yoku. The legendary graphic designer recalls his unexpected casting as the film's lead actor and the peculiar shooting conditions and locations around Shinjuku. Filmed exclusively for Radiance in June 2025, and it runs for 19 minutes 14 seconds, and it's a great conversation. Never mind my thoughts on the film, being able to hear how this person was kind of chosen for it, how this was something real outside of his comfort zone, his thoughts and feelings on the production and what they were attaining to, his clear lack of understanding of what then the goal was going to be. It's really fun and engaging conversation. Next, we have Japanese cinema, New Territories. This 2011 documentary by Hubert Nygret looks at the Japanese cinema of rebellion and renewal, charting the emergence of independent filmmakers of the 60s to the 90s, featuring interviews with Ōshima, Koji Yoshida, Shoya Mamura, and others. And it runs for 52 minutes 20 seconds, and this was wonderful. This was a great look at the major studios, how they each had a kind of genre that they focused on, as well as epics, how the new filmmakers really disrupted that system while still being part of it. I just think it's a great tracking some really key names in Asian cinema through their careers and through the decades. I honestly thought this was a fantastic extra. And that is the extras for Diary of a Shinjuku Thief. Here we have it. The third full feature in Radical Japan. Not my favourite. But one that I can somewhat appreciate. I'm never going to go back to. I doubt I'm going to watch it again. I'd love to know your thoughts on this one. Did you get something more out of it? Did you really enjoy it? Did you love it? Let me know in the comment box below your thoughts on this film and why. I'd love to know, particularly in this case, just to see if you get anything more out of it than I did. As always, there is more content up here. You can see more of my stuff. In the description box below are links to Patreon, membership program, and manvfilm.com. Always, it means you can support me. Thanks for watching. See you next time.